preferably in a residential area.
What's going on, everybody? This is Devore. You are tuning into the Not for Debate podcast. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and all other major streaming platforms. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and on our Facebook pages. Wildcard weekend this week. I'm excited. Excellent matchups. That's what we're going to get into today as far as the betting odds and spreads. Quick little headline today. The New York Giants decided to part ways with head coach Joe Judge. Just a quick thoughts on that before we jump into this thing while we wait for everybody else to show up here. As far as the New York Giants are concerned, they've literally have been a dumpster fire for the past, past 6 or 7 years. So with Joe Judge being let go, like I strongly believe this just his as far as his responses in his press conference interviews, I don't think were appropriate and kind of rubbed off on people the wrong way as far as moving forward. I felt like the New York Giants I kind of felt it was a little premature, but at the same time, again, the way Joe Judge kind of rubbed off on people during some of his press conferences sounded a little bit cocky, if we're being completely 100 with each other. Sounded a little bit cocky. So, as far as the New York Giants, I'm just looking at them this season. I personally had the New York Giants. They were my actual my NFC East favorite this year. Obviously, that didn't end up turning out how I was expecting it to turn out. But I remember we ended up doing a watch party for the New York Giants and
Turn the line of stuff off.
Team, and the New York Giants ended up blowing the game within the last 2 minutes of the game with some bad decisions. But outside of that, as far as the New York Giants are concerned, I understand that they were plagued with a lot of injuries with Daniel Jones in and out of the lineup. Kenny Galladay was in and out of the lineup. It's a lot of injuries that held this team back this year as far as being able to be competitive in the NFC East. But you can see Banks just hopped up in here. What's going on, Banks?
What's up, bro?
What's your thoughts on the Giants parting ways with Joe Judge?
Next guy. Next man up.
Next man up. Okay, so I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna have something a little bit more in your lane here. So the LA Rams decided to bring back Eric Weddle out of retirement. So what's going on in that secondary where the Rams feel like Eric Weddle could make an immediate impact for you guys this weekend versus the Arizona Cardinals?
It's simple, man. We need people to make plays. Outside of Jalen Rams, I've been saying it all season. With the Rams. They need people to make plays. What up, G?
What's up, yo?
They need guys to come in there and make plays in the secondary. Outside of Jalen Ramsey, don't nobody make plays. Darius Williams has been a complete letdown. I was expecting more out of him, but he just showed me that he's nothing more than a nickel corner. He's not ready to slide into that number 2, number 1 role if you have to be. And we, and it's partly our fault because I think the Rams management was a little bit too cocky in terms of the guys that we did have. At one point, our secondary was, one of the best in the league. You had Janoris Jenkins, LaMarcus Joyner. We had the kid Johnson that went to Cleveland, and the other gentleman from last year. I can't remember his name, but he was our starting cornerback that went to. Because remember, Cleveland took our starting safety from last year and our starting corner. And they went over to Cleveland. So, we had a secondary that was pretty legit. You know what I mean? Like that secondary was really good last season for us. They was really good. The defense is overall good. But if you look at the numbers, we regressed big time in terms of secondary coverage. We were like 20th in the league in terms of against the pass. So that's the only thing that concerns me going into the playoffs against somebody to end up playing against. Even starting game 1, we got to play against the air raid Arizona Cardinals, who, for the most part, they put the ball in the air a lot. That's still a concern. I think we're going to beat them, but it's still a concern. Excuse me.
So have to outscore them.
I mean, the defense. The good thing is that the defense steps up and make plays, and that's partly due to when the front. We're too reliant on the front. We're too reliant on Aaron Donald. We're too reliant on Aaron Donald to free up space to allow other guys come through. But we led the NFL in sacks, so that says a lot. I mean, we getting after the quarterback. But, when we don't get after the quarterback, the problem is when you got somebody that can protect the quarterback and we can't get after him, it's a field day back there. It just puts extra pressure on everybody else outside of Jalen Ramsey. So added Eric Weddle brings in a veteran presence, somebody that has a knack for the ball. He knows what he's doing, and he makes plays. Eric Weddle's always been a playmaker. He's going to immediately make that secondary a little bit better because he knows where he needs to be at.
He's still in the league? I didn't even know that. When did they sign him? Just recently?
Recently. I think it was yesterday. Well, today actually, we signed him to the practice squad, which means they're going to try to activate him. And that's nothing for Eric Weddle, man. The plan might have been this the whole entire time, knowing these guys. This might have been the plan the whole entire time. It just Eric Weddle didn't want to go through the grind of an NFL season. Okay, I'm ready. Y'all in the playoffs now? I'm ready. Let's conserve my body. I don't have to go through the week to week physical aspect of it. I ain't got to be because he's older now. I think he's 36, 35. He's older.
Mm-hmm.
So
Eric Weddle was dope in his day. He was dope in his day.
Oh, absolutely. Eric Weddle, Eric Weddle is one of the best safeties in his generation. He was really good. Mm-hmm. Because he's a smart guy. He's like a quarterback in the secondary. So adding him is just going to help him out because you got two guys that communicate so well with Jalen Ramsey and him. They communicate. Jalen Ramsey loves it. He loves Eric Weddle because they share the same mind. And I think that's what the problem was between Jalen Ramsey and Taylor Rapp when that little altercation happened. I think it's a lot of accountability,
miscommunication,
a lot of Raheem Morris with his silly ass play calling, in my opinion. So here we are. Sorry for the analysis, the breakdown, but I figured,
That's fine. That's what we do, eh?
So what we expecting Eric Weddle's old ass to be doing on this Sunday?
Hey, listen, one game is enough. We can play for one game.
Man, listen, Eric Weddle is a presence, man. You can't negate the fact that this guy knows defense. He knows defenses and he knows offense. I'm sure he's going to be a little bit behind because he hasn't been in a physical game in well over a year and a half.
Right.
But at the end of the day, a football player is a football player. And Eric Weddle is a football player. And he plays the safety position, which doesn't put a lot of demand on you. Like, it's not, he's not going to be playing in the box. They're going to have him at free safety most likely. So he's going to be the veteran. As much as I love Jalen Ramsey, I think if I had to point out one flaw, I don't think Jalen Ramsey is the leader that
on that defense.
That he could be. I think his way of leadership is by his play. He leads by his play and he leads for himself. Like he needs to get himself going to feel better. Whereas somebody like Aaron Weddle, it speaks for itself. Like you guys want to listen to me. Like I know what I'm talking about. You got to listen to what I'm telling you, and that is going to, command respect. I feel like it's going to be a good impact. I feel like he's going to come in and make an immediate impact. Is he going to come in there and get him? And he got the knack for the ball too. Now he does find his way around that ball a lot. So let's see. Let's wait and see.
Did the Cardinals get their wide receiver back?
I was just going to talk about that. I don't know, and I'm actually afraid about that because I feel like DeAndre Hopkins on the field makes them even better. Yeah. So hopefully he don't. But I mean, if he does, then we got to deal with it. We got to deal with it. But I think Arizona's probably. I would be surprised if he doesn't play. If he's healthy, I would be surprised if he doesn't. I think even if he's not healthy, knowing DeAndre Hopkins, I think he's still going to try to come out there and show his face. And again, who's to say he might have been ready this entire time? They just probably didn't want to risk further injury. We know we got a lock for the playoffs. We don't need you going back out there, risking your body even more, and us losing you when we need you the most. Mm-hmm. Just coast for the rest of the season. Don't worry about the numbers and all that stuff. He got money. He ain't got to worry about no incentives and signing. Like, you know what I mean? He ain't got to worry about that. He's one of the highest paid receivers in the NFL. So the money ain't a problem. It's just his health is. Like he's more important to be healthy on the field than not. So it's almost like what does the NBA call it when they sit guys out? I can't think of the word right now. The phrase when they like with Kawhi Leonard when he's actually healthy but they rest him.
No. I forgot the phrase too.
Yeah, me too. I forgot. Yeah. Low management or something like that.
Yeah, low management.
That's it. Yeah,
low management. Yeah. That's what I think is going on. That's what I think happened with Eric Weddle. They didn't want to. I think we had him in our back pocket. We just didn't want to. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it past Leslie. I wouldn't put it past him. I need to be a Rams insider, bro. Hey, yo, Los Angeles Rams, holler at me, man. I would have to move to LA though, but if y'all willing to pay,
hey, you know what's funny? They actually have a podcast network. I don't know if you listen to.
Yeah, they do.
You follow it?
Yeah.
You ever volunteer or ever put in an application for the podcast network host?
They also have a LA network for LA sports in general, not just the Rams, but yeah.
I was gonna say for the podcast network specifically for the Rams.
For the Rams, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could put in the application.
Hey man, you never know what I might do. Y'all know I'll be behind the scenes anyway with doing stuff, bro. I don't put it past me. Now that it's out there, I probably would do it.
I got to get me on a podcast network too.
Not the Dolphins.
Yeah, you Dolphins. Dolphins insider, but the problem I have with that is the Dolphins fans are a little bit more sensitive than the Rams fans.
They very much so are.
And DeVore's too opinionated, and he has this thing against Tua, and the city of Miami loves Tua, so you probably won't get the job, bro.
Hey, the truth shall set you free.
It's supposed to set you free, but these motherfuckers in Miami don't want to hear the truth. They want you to lie to them.
Well, that sucks for them. Either you cut it off or you keep listening.
Only the Dolphins fans, though. The Miami Heat fans are different. We serious. We real. Dolphins fans are delusional.
I don't know. The Heat ain't real either. I hear me spewing some bull jive too.
Nah. Stop it.
We'll talk about that when when it's all over with. We definitely gonna get into the basketball because boy, oh my god, Heat and 4, Heat and 5. It's the most disrespectful fan base in the entire league.
Nah.
They beating everybody in 4 or 5 games. They just that good. They just
nah. They're not really.
With the Bulls will be playing the Nets in a few minutes.
I was going to say I saw a graphic where they compared Tyler Hero to Kobe Bryant as far as his first 4 seasons in the league. I'm like, as I tell you,
you do know that Tyler Hero is actually balling, right? Now he's not Kobe Bryant, but he's actually playing very well.
That's all
He's playing very well.
Okay, thank you. He's playing well.
He's playing very well. There's not a lot of people who could. Okay. Yeah. Hey, listen, I gave your Bulls props. You should give the Heat props. Come on, man. All the injuries we got, and we still relevant. Come on, man. Stop it.
But you know what? It's funny because people say things like, "Well, Zach LaVine can't lead a team." That's Tyler Hero. If you minus all the rest of those guys on the Chicago Bulls, once they lose Jimmy Butler and all the way, let's see what Tyler Hero does. Let's see if he can lead a team.
What are you talking about? Jimmy and Bam been out for a while, and he's been leading the team. So what are you talking about? We're in third place, Banks.
So what is KD doing in first and second place? Never mind. Let's go.
Again.
You say KD's not a leader.
It's going to be proven in the playoffs. It was proven last year. It was proven before he got to the Warriors. It's going to be proven again. Again, this okay, bro.
See what I'm saying, bro?
The Nets are not going to the finals, bro. I don't know why you keep thinking that they're not going to go to the finals, but go ahead, continue. A mess of a team. The Nets.
I'm pretty sure this conversation is going to be definitely be revisited in a different time, but
it's happening.
Time to get down to the nitty gritty as far as wild card weekend. We have our betting odds and spreads.
Super wild card weekend. I think that's what they call it now, if I'm not mistaken.
It's that one. So first game is going to be the Las Vegas Raiders at the Cincinnati Bengals. It's going to be at 4:30 NBC, and the Cincinnati Bengals are 6-point favorite. Any takers?
Yeah. So I'm jumping on Cincinnati on this one. I'm thinking we're going to be across the board on here, but I'm gonna have to wait and see. But if we had to, because we have a little bit less teams, we have to kind of provide an insight a little bit more. I just think the Cincinnati Bengals are more prepared. I like what I see from them. They have everything working in their favor. The only problem that I have with the Cincinnati Bengals is, as with anybody else for the most part, is can you make stops? Can you get stops and play the defense? And the Raiders have proven time and time again that even without the best, it has off to Derek Carr and the season that he had with everything that happened with the Raiders, he's probably going to be the odd man out after the season's over with, because the Raiders are going home after this weekend. But he's probably going to end up being an odd man out because that's what people do. They blame the quarterback for the most part. But I just want to give credit to Derek Carr for his season. Man. He definitely stepped it up with pretty much nobody. I mean, Darren Waller wasn't even healthy for the most part. What's the guy named Jacobs? I forget his first name. Josh Jacobs. I mean, he was,
what I'm saying? Down.
So, but I just don't think the Raiders have enough, especially defensively, to get stops like that. I can say all season long, the Cincinnati Bengals have designed that offense to be big play offense. You have to stop the big play. If the Raiders can somehow keep Cincinnati from going over the top, making big plays, they'll win. But I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. In order for the Raiders to win, the Bengals have to play some terrible ass defense, in my opinion.
Which they're capable of, which is why I'm kind of scared about this game. I mean, the safe bet is the Bengals, but I don't know how the hell the Raiders got in the playoffs, but they got in. The only thing that bothers me is Joe Burrow. Is he healthy? Do we know? Because he got injured last game. He's fine.
Yeah,
okay.
He's fine. He didn't. Yeah, he good, man. He didn't play last game, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I got the
ankle's good.
I got the Bengals, but I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be an upset. Because the Raiders, they can score the ball. I think this is one of those times where whoever has the ball last is going to win. But the safe bet would be the Bengals. I'll take the Bengals.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Bengals in the six with the 6.5. I don't see the Raiders being able to compete with the Bengals whatsoever.
I think it's the biggest spread all week.
You say that all the time, and then every time it's a close game. So I don't say not compete. It never is. It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs.
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna be competitive.
Records reset. Yeah.
Raiders are not. They're not rocking with the Bengals. I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah.
So you're saying the blowout? I just want to put the record. The two of you always say this, and it's never a blowout. It's always.
I don't say that.
Going to be a
he
blowout.
Says that.
Okay. Yeah, I say that. Well, no. Be honest though. I say that about the teams that should blow people out though. Like the Tampa in the Jets game. Come on, bro.
That was crazy.
Come on. And when the Eagles played against that game,
the Lions.
Let's be honest. Yeah, I didn't. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? But I mean, I would agree. I would agree with DeVore. I think
That offense is
if,
way too dynamic.
yeah, I just think if the Raiders play defense, they got a shot though. If they come out and play defense and get some timely stops, they got a shot. But the problem with the Bengals, it's just that shit is hard to contain, bro. Like, because it's even worse when they get Joe Mixon in the game. Like,
Involved.
it's even worse. Like, it's so hard, bro.
Like they are so
Like,
versatile, they can do a whole bunch of different things to you, and you're going to have an elite defense to be able to stop them.
right,
Right,
bro.
but Cincinnati's defense is not elite, so that's why the Raiders have a chance here. That's why it's not going to
My
be a
thing
blowout.
is, who we
it's not.
concerned about outside of Josh Jacobs on the Raiders offense?
Well, Hunter Renfro is legit. Yeah, he legit.
Derek
Hey,
Carr's
man.
been making it happen.
I'm
with
sorry,
nothing.
he is like
He-
on a tier lower than Cole Beasley in my mind.
Okay, I got a question.
No,
I got a
bruh.
question.
Cole Beasley ain't put up numbers how Renfro put up numbers this year. Have you seen Renfro's numbers, bro? He is
I'm
balling this
sorry,
year.
he overrated.
But listen, I got a question though. So whose defense is better, the Chargers or the Bengals?
I'm taking the
The
Bengals.
Bengals.
The Bengals defense is better than the Chargers?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bengals defense is they got the right. It's just they just don't. I think they get caught up in the. I think they get so the Bengals offense is so high profile that you're on the sideline as a defensive player, like, and we ain't even got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they play lax. They play lax.
We can lax out. We can chill because you know what I mean. Our offense gonna. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that. But it's the playoffs though. They better come out there and have that dog mentality every game.
They better,
but see. Going home.
But see, that's why the Raiders have a chance. I'm not saying the Raiders gonna win, but I wouldn't be surprised
Man,
if
they
they
getting
win.
blanked.
I wouldn't be
G.
surprised.
You
Okay.
go ahead and
So you taking the Raiders? So are you taking the Raiders to cover the 6?
No, I'm taking the Bengals. What I'm
Oh,
saying is,
no. You over here being so objective. Go ahead and take the Raiders to cover the 6.
You know what? I'll take the Raiders cover the 6.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you over here trying to sell this cake, but you ain't even trying to eat it.
Yeah, he don't want to eat this cake. He don't want to eat that cake. He like, you know what? That look good, baby. You should have it. You should eat it because I don't want to eat it.
Yeah, I don't want to eat it. So we all in agreement. No, well, G put his balls on the table.
Let's double check. Are you sure?
I'm sure Raiders will cover the points. They won't win though, but they cover the points.
Okay, all right, cool, perfect.
Hey,
all
don't
right,
worry. I'll see you Saturday night. So we got G covering the 6, Mia Banks, complete destruction.
Yeah,
Bengals, complete destruction.
It's the playoffs, man. It's not going to be a destruction. But go ahead.
Okay. So the next game is we gonna have the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills are 4-point favorite.
Damn, this is tough, man. I don't know.
It ain't tough for me. It definitely
you got
ain't
New
tough
England?
for me.
You got New England?
Money line. Money line.
You know what? I tend to agree with you. I got New England. I think the Patriots are prepared for any team that they play. Any team that they play. Defensively, at least.
Yeah, okay, Banks. All right.
I think Banks is going with Buffalo, but I'm going New England. Money line. Give me New England on the road. Tell me you picking Buffalo. You picking Buffalo, ain't you?
Well, I mean, I feel like this line should be lower, and I think the reason why it's at 4 is because the Patriots end up getting smoked. Well, not smoked, but they lost to the Dolphins. Yeah. I feel like this line is unfair. Like the last time Buffalo played New England, I forgot what the final score was, but it
was like 35-17, something like that.
Yeah. So you know what? Now that I think about that situation, that game that happened between New England and Buffalo a few weeks ago, when the wind was just all over it, that was just a one-off. This doesn't happen often, and the Buffalo was just flat. I think that Buffalo.
You're talking about the first game against New England, the one that you threw the ball 3 times.
Buffalo wins the game, right? They win the game, but I like New England to cover.
Cover the 4.
They're too good of a football team to lose by, more than 4 points. We're talking 4. You need what, 4.5, 4. I mean, if you win by 4, exactly, you push. So you got to go over. So you talk about maybe a touchdown, probably, maybe. That's how I look at lines like this. I mean,
that's why you
I
money
don't
line.
trust it.
I would money line.
It's
I
not
would money line
listen.
either team.
The money line pick for this game is not bad at all. I mean, you can't take money line on the New England Patriots is actually a good bet because it's a good team to put your money on. That's a good team. You want to do that. You don't want to put money line on the Jets like somebody did last week. But remember, I told you we were going to talk about that. But
yeah.
What was the other team on money line? I money line another team too. I money line the Jags. I money line the Jags too.
Oh, you did. You hit on that one. That's it. You got it. Yeah.
But the Jets, come on, bro.
They almost had it.
They almost had it. You're right.
He was like, if I money line the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm looking at 6,400. What a quarterback. I was like, you guys got a desperate there, bro. But yeah, man. He's like, I'm gonna put New England. No, I'm gonna put the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm gonna money line the Jets and the Buccaneers. This ticket is worth $6,000. He was going for it, bro.
I was close.
He was.
I was close.
Yeah, you were. You were until the Jets played. But yeah, I mean, I think New England should cover this. They lose the game, but they lose it tight and close. It's probably going to be a field goal because it's the playoffs, like you were saying. This is the playoffs. This is the game where this is the playoffs. I don't see more than 4 points being the spread here. I don't see it.
I strongly believe a divisional game like this is going to be the third time playing. I feel Bill Belichick is going to be more prepared for this game than Sean McDermott due to his experience in these kind of games. So but
he got a rookie quarterback though. So rookie quarterback in the playoffs.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes down to New England, as far as right now, they really don't have that many offensive weapons. Well, they don't have any offensive weapons if we're being completely 100, unless you're just talking about
the running game.
The running game, that's it. But
right.
When it comes down to it, that team, they cannot play from behind. So they would have to get an early turnover, or they would have to start off fast for them to be able to compete with Buffalo, which I think they could do. And I trust New England more than I trust Josh Allen. Even though I have Josh Allen as one of my top candidates for the MVP award, the Buffalo Bills ask him to do too much. And I feel like that's going to catch up with him in this game where he ends up making a crucial turnover. And that's what's going to play right into what New England likes to do, is to capitalize on turnovers. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to money line the New England Patriots.
For the Patriots to win this game, they have to keep it close. Keep it low scoring. Don't get in the shootout. Play playoff football. Keep it low scoring.
And so that's another plus sign to it. But I feel like Buffalo is just going to make more. They have more playmakers. And Buffalo's defense is very stingy. It's very, very stingy.
I don't see no stinginess in the Buffalo defense whatsoever.
You see that because people are running the ball all over them. You can run the ball in them.
Though.
That's playoff football though. You run the ball, right, that's playoff football.
But listen, bro. Most of these games like this, for the most part. I mean, yes, teams win games. Teams win. You know what I mean? But you got to have a leader to put you in position. Is Mac Jones ready to be the leader? That's the key part. Is Mac Jones ready?
He's played well this year, so
Yeah, he has the pedigree for it though. Don't get it twisted.
Right, yeah.
I'm just questioning: is he ready? This is what you got drafted for, coming out of Alabama. He can definitely do it. I mean, he led a good Alabama team to the national championship. He's been a leader all season long. He hasn't made a lot of mistakes. He's looked like a professional rookie. You would think Mac Jones has been in the league for 3 years now, how he carries himself. You know what I mean? But is he ready for this moment? Because this is a big game. It's a primetime game, too. Everybody's going to be watching it.
Against a divisional rival.
Against a divisional rival that's a Super Bowl contender. That's Buffalo. Buffalo's a Super Bowl contender. I'm expecting to see Buffalo in the AFC Championship, baby. It's either Buffalo, Tennessee, or Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. That's the possible matchup to me. I think the winner of this game plays Buffalo. The Titans next, if I'm not mistaken.
No. If the Steelers win, they play the Titans. So yeah, it all depends on the Steelers because they're the
okay.
lowest
Yeah,
seed.
it depends on the seeding. So I got to see.
Right.
We don't have the seedings on the screen, so I really can't picture it
right.
right now. But yeah.
What's the next one we got?
Then you're gonna tell me this a beatdown too?
So the Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 8.5-point favorite.
Go ahead, man. Y'all get everything out because I want to go last. Go ahead. About to tell me the Eagles are going to get beat
okay.
down,
So Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Okay, Tampa Bay. They're trying to get healthy on defense. So I think Ronald Jones, he should be good to go for Sunday. And I believe not Devin Bush. What's the linebacker's name for the Buccaneers? I get those two mixed up. Devin White.
Yeah, Devin White.
No, Levante David. Damn, Levante David.
Levante
David. They said he's going to be questionable for Sunday's game too as well. So you're going as far as offensively, you're going to be dealing with Mike Evans for the most part on the offensive side of the football. So I feel with the Philadelphia Eagles coming into Tampa Bay, y'all should be able to cover the 8.5. I'm not saying you're going to win, but y'all should be able to cover the 8.5. As long as you be conservative with the football and don't make early turnovers like y'all been doing the last 3 to 4 games.
2 games, but yeah.
3 to 4 games. Y'all have turned the ball over, whether it be via fumble or whether it be interception. So Jalen Hurts has to take care of the football. And hand the ball off to Jordan Howard. Don't give it to nobody else but Jordan Howard.
Go ahead, Banks.
So you want them to run the ball against Tampa not too? Probably the best run defense in the NFL. Oh, okay.
Yep, run it. Run it. RPO, run it.
Oh, okay. You want an RPO against Devin White and Levante David? Okay, good luck.
Right. Hey, Jordan Howard can handle it.
You talk about the 2 best combination linebackers.
Jordan Howard can handle it.
Hey, okay. Okay.
G ain't say a word, so he know.
We talking spread here though, bro. That's the name of the game. We talk about the actual lines. So, contrary to how we really feel about the game, we had to be straight up real about the lines. The lines tell us that Tampa, and throughout the season, it tells us Tampa doesn't do well covering bets
at all.
And that's what this is all about, covering the bet. I think Philly with 8.5 points in the playoff game, I feel like that's too many points, especially in the playoff game. I feel like they've already been counted out and doubted. But give me Tampa, man. Give me Tampa to cover, bro. Give me Tampa to cover, bro. I just don't feel like they're going to be able to keep that offense off the field. I don't. I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. I think Tampa, and it looked kind of spotty. The problem with Tampa is they take a long time to get themselves in the groove. For the most part, in that game last week, they looked like they're about to, man, here comes Tampa again with this bullshit. Gonna blow people's money and da-da-da-da. And then the score ended up being 41-17. So it's a talent difference, bro. Like, it's a talent difference. I feel like Tampa is just better than the Eagles. I'm not hating on the Eagles. Credit to them for making it. They're a young and upcoming team. They got the right pieces so far. They're getting there. Devontae Smith has been great this season. But outside of that, and
Jordan Howard.
Outside of that, what do you have going
Why
for
you
yourself?
say that so undertone? Say it with your chest.
We're talking about Jordan Howard here, bro. Like,
what you mean we talking about Jordan Howard? Like, you act like he's some scrub off the street. Like, he a dog.
Yeah. So Jordan Howard. You got Jordan Howard. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's
against the best run defense in the league, it's gonna be hard.
And against arguably one of the best offenses in the league, against arguably the best
their secondary is suspect.
In the league.
Their secondary is suspect.
Their secondary is very sus. It is. But remember last season, Tampa turned it up at the right time.
Yeah, last season is last season. This is the new year now.
True.
But I just feel like the Eagles defense is underrated. I think we got a hell of a secondary, man. I don't think we do just enough to keep the game close as far as the secondary. And then the
Love the
front
defense,
seven,
by the way. I
yeah,
love the
yeah.
defense. I love the defense. I'll say that
The
all year.
front seven is overrated, yeah. And
Yeah.
so if as long as we can run the ball and play good defense, we can keep the game close. I don't expect them to beat Tampa. I'm not, I'm a fan. I love my team, but I think we'll cover the points. I think 8.5. With the way that Tampa's been playing lately, they don't really cover the spread at all. They just win. They win the game, but they don't cover. So I don't see them beating us by more than 10 points or by more than 8 points. I see maybe 7, 6, maybe a field goal. It's going to be closer than people think because our defense is really good. We don't get a lot of credit, but we're good. We're decent, especially the secondary. I love my secondary, man. Them boys play tough. They know how to tackle. They don't, there's no passes that let go. Like they know how to cover. They're very good. I like the defense. The front seven is kind of, but the secondary I love. So we'll see.
Yeah, that secondary definitely got better compared to last season. Because last season it was just, my God, it was terrible. Spiders versus Dallas.
Yeah.
What's the next one? We gotta go on. Speaking of Dallas. Wait a minute. We skipped one. Oh, never mind. You got it. Oh, go back to the other one. My bad.
Okay.
So the San Francisco 49ers at the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys are a 3-point favorite.
No, give me the 49ers. I think this is I don't have any faith or any trust in the Cowboys. They don't seem real to me. They seem fraudulent. Like they actually fly it under the radar, but I don't know. People make them seem like they're a great team. I don't see them as a great team. They don't run the ball enough. They try to rely too much on Dak. Like he can't throw the ball 35, 40 times. Like that's not how they're supposed to win. They're supposed to run the ball at least 30 times. And they got 2 running backs that they can use. They don't have to just use Zeke. So I feel like if the Cowboys can run the ball and play safe, they'll be fine. But it's the Cowboys. They're not going to play safe. So give me the 49ers. I'm moneyline the 49ers.
We're actually going to agree on something today, G. I'm going to go ahead and moneyline the 49ers. The Dallas Cowboys, in my honest opinion, are pretenders. If Zeke doesn't go, and with a sprinkle of Pollard, don't go, the Cowboys blow. So, and that pass rush for the San Francisco 49ers, if the Dallas Cowboys are going to be forced to throw the football, I don't think the Dallas Cowboys can handle that pass rush. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and roll with the 49ers. I'm a money line them. I'm money line at the 49ers.
Me too.
Nope, you both wrong. Give me Dallas to cover. The line is only 3, so I mean field goal wins it. I mean that's how I'm looking at it. A field goal wins me this bet. So I might try to lock this in a little earlier. I might go ahead and just put this bet in soon.
I might do it tonight.
But yeah, it's definitely a good bet. But it's a close one now. Don't get it twisted. I mean, 49ers have shown me enough. They beat my squad twice. So I'm not going to come in here and just come up with this unbelievable statement by saying, oh, they're going to crush it. I'm not going to say that. I just think that Dallas needs to win this game more than the San Francisco 49ers. But the problem is Dallas has to go against a San Francisco 49er team that is ascending. They're getting better. And it's a problem.
Who's the quarterback for the 49ers?
Garoppolo.
Okay.
Garoppolo. But my problem with Garoppolo is he makes mistakes.
He does.
And he makes those crucial turnovers, and you got a Dallas Cowboy defense that's very optimistic. They will get after the quarterback, and that Mekhi Parsons, Trey Diggs combination has worked for most of the season. It's time to see. It's time for Dallas is put up and shut up. Put up or shut up, I should say.
I don't think
everybody. Truthfully,
I don't think their offense is an issue this year. I think their defense is an issue this year. That's been their issue for a while. Their defense is actually pretty decent this year.
Yeah, I think Dallas gets the job done. I don't see Dak coming out here because first off, Dak ain't gonna have that much time to even throw that ball over the place like that. Like that ain't
True.
about to happen.
True.
And if it does happen, it's just meant for the Dallas Cowboys to win because the 49ers have a selfish ass defense, bro. Like they are very selfish. They made the Rams obsolete last week. They made our offense look like a joke. And the thing that they do well is they stop the run. They stuff the run, and now you got to pass into our secondary. And that's exactly what happened with the Rams last week. The reason why the Rams didn't win the game is because they couldn't establish a run game. We averaged I think it was like less than like 3 yards a carry or something like that for the game. It was something ridiculous. We just couldn't get the run game going. And if Dallas can't get that run game going, it's a problem. But I feel like again, it comes down to playmakers. Dallas has more playmakers on both the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. And this is a moment for Mike McCarthy. You got hired for this. Didn't hire you for anything else. You have championship DNA and experience. Former Super Bowl champion. Aaron Rodgers as your guy. You got Dak Prescott up and coming. I'm gonna roll my boy Dak. I think Dak is the better quarterback in this matchup. So I'm gonna roll my guy Dak.
This is his second year as the Cowboys coach or third?
Second.
Okay. I think his job is safe. If
he hasn't been that much better than Jason Garrett. This is the same success Jason Garrett had. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Jason Garrett went to the playoffs too.
Why are you looking like that, Devor?
Because my thing is, at least with Mike McCarthy, he made it a clean runaway in the NFC East.
Yeah, true.
Pretty much, yeah, true.
Absolutely. I'm just saying in terms of playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we're talking postseason.
Okay.
Jason Garrett got Dallas to the playoffs. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Can Mark McCarthy take them there and win? That is the.
Don't worry, they won't. Who we got next?
This spread is way too high.
So the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Kansas City Chiefs are a 12.5-point favorite.
That's no respect to the Steelers at all.
Well, remember Kansas City covered this against. I'm sorry, G, but because you said it's way too high. Remember, Kansas City actually covered this same spread against the Steelers early in the season. Well, not early, a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago or something like that. Remember they just played each other.
Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Kansas City, I'm taking over.
So you're not touching the spread. Okay.
What is the over-under on here?
What is the over and under? I think it's like 45, 46.
If it's it's definitely going over.
I see. Yeah, I see that going over. Because,
I mean, Kansas City can score like 30 points, 20 points, and
and the Steelers can't. Like the Steelers can't score.
They're gonna get
that's true.
They're gonna get at least
17
points.
17, 14.
But you need more than that.
46 and a half.
Okay. So all right. So if you're saying the Steelers score 14, you wanted to go over, you're basically saying Kansas City is going to rout
them.
It's a blowout.
It's going to be a blowout.
You think so?
I know so.
So you see this? So you see Kansas City putting up at least like 38 points.
Yeah, 35, 36, and then
because that's the only way
the Steelers will cover the rest.
Nah, bro.
Give me the Steelers to cover, man. Yeah, give me the Steelers to cover.
The Steelers to cover.
To cover. They ain't gonna win, but they're gonna cover. They're
not
cover
win,
12 and a half points.
Yes.
Bro.
Come on. Yes.
Bro.
What?
This is the playoffs, man. That defense is pretty decent. The Steelers defense. Come on now.
Right, and we talk about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin ain't gonna go out that bad.
We talk about Mike Tomlin, who
the pass rush of the Steelers defense is gonna make it difficult for Kansas City.
Right. No, bro. No. 12 and a half is that's too high.
Y'all tripping. They gonna cover that, no problem. Y'all tripping.
Okay. Kansas City doesn't cover. They didn't cover their spreads.
They gonna cover it today. Go cover it on Sunday.
Okay.
But I didn't take it. I took the over, so don't matter to me.
Yeah, I don't care what the outcome is, as long as it goes over.
That bitch could be 50-50. I don't give a fuck.
Just give me my money.
That's all I want. That's all I want. So y'all both taking the over on this one?
No.
I mean, excuse me. Y'all taking Pittsburgh to cover the spread. My bad.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I'll give you the Steelers to cover that 12.5, bro.
Okay. Well, all right. Hey, I respect y'all opinion, but my pocket's gonna be heavy.
Okay.
What's next, G?
Last one.
We have the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are a 4-point favorite.
Scary game.
First off, I thought we played. Oh, we do play on Monday. I thought we would play on Tuesday.
Yeah, you play on Monday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we got COVID messing stuff up. Whenever you ever got a playoff game on a weekday.
Money line the Rams. I think it's too close to call for me. Like, it's too close. I can't, like, you got to worry about Kyler Murray, his health. You got to worry about their offense has kind of been the Cardinals. And then you got to worry about on the other side, the quarterback and his interceptions. And then you got to worry about the defense. So it's like, I can't take the points on either side, but I'm taking the better team. I think the Rams are the better team. So give me the Rams to the money line.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Rams to cover the 4 points.
Yeah.
What? Against your Cardinals? No. Take the Cardinals, please. I think there's no way I'm gonna let you get off this pod.
What is he? He charged Barkley?
Nah, bro. Nah, you can't
take
get
the
off this
Rams.
pod. No.
I'll take it the Rams.
Bro, as much shit you talk all season about my Rams, especially when it came to the Cardinals, I am not about to let you pick us to win this game against the Cardinals. No, bro.
I said
DeVore picks the Cardinals.
As far as being
scratch it from the tape. As
far as my Rams, as far as my Cardinals, as our relationship was for me to take you to the divisional title of the NFC West. That's it. So at this point, I can pick whatever I want to pick. So I'm taking the Rams. I was locked in for them to win the division. I didn't say they was going to go deep in the playoffs. I said it stopped right there at the NFC West.
DeVore is money line in the Arizona Cardinals.
The Banks. I guess the Cardinals going to win because DeVore picked the Rams.
Yeah. Bro, it's a trap, bro. I don't even feel safe with him even picking us. It don't even sound right, bro. It don't even sound right. I feel like we're gonna lose now. Like, I really feel like we're gonna lose because this guy picked us to win the game. No way, bro. But all jokes to the side, though. Interesting point here. It seems like whenever I take the Rams, I pick the Rams to win. I money line them, they'll lose. And then when I take them to cover a spread, they win. So I'm going to stick with my little thing that I've noticed with them, and I'm going to just go ahead and say the Rams are going to cover this 4-point spread. I don't think that. Well, first things first, Sean McVay, stay your ass on the sideline. I don't want to see you off the sideline again, unless you're walking to the locker room and coming back from the locker room, or you're being interviewed after the game or before the game. Other than that, while the game is going, you need to remain your ass on the sideline. I don't want to see you in the end zone celebrating with the players when we score a touchdown or we get a pick six. He up in the camera like he made the damn play. I mean, I know he called the play, but still, like, he in the camera like sit your ass down, bro. Like, you're costing us games. You're motivating the other team's sideline. You're giving them game bulletin board material. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Raheem Morris, hear me clear. If we lose, you're fired. If we win, you're fired. Either way it goes, I want you gone. I just want to let that be known. I don't want you to be the defensive coordinator anymore after the season. I want you gone. Now, about the game. I think the Rams have enough to cover this. Good thing is we had a week to prepare. I want Matthew Stafford, please God. I know I'm asking for a lot right now.
You're asking for a lot right now, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm asking for a lot. I know, but I gotta say it. Matthew Stafford, please, 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 just play within your game, bro. Make better decisions with the ball. We need you to play the best 4 games of your career. We need four victories to get this job done. That's counting every game from the wild card to the next round to the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. We need you to play the best 4 games that you ever played in your career. And it's not difficult. We have a good enough team to compete with anybody in the NFL. We were 12-5 for a reason. That's not a fluke. It's a legit reason why we're 12-5. And we could have won 14 games this year if you ask me. There's a couple games that we should have won that we lost, all partly due to the defense and Matthew Stafford. So, offensive line, I need those guys to focus and run the ball, set the tone early to keep that little Smurf on the sideline. Because if we're not moving the chains, we're giving that guy more and more, that little wizard, more and more chances to make plays against us. And I don't want that.
Man.
Yeah, man, he's a gingerbread man. Yeah, that's a good nickname for him. I think the gingerbread man is perfect for him. Or Sonic the Hedgehog or something, because that guy, bro, it got to be something, bro. He needs a nickname. So I like Sonic the Hedgehog or Gingerbread Man. That's a perfect nickname for him.
I like Sonic too. Sonic is dope.
Yeah,
he motherfucker quick as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah, he definitely is. I hate that little motherfucker, but I don't hate him as a person, but
just as a sports competitor,
I respect him. Like he's definitely the future of the NFL, like for sure.
Shout
Hey, my
out to
guy
Gators.
Tim, man, what's happening, bro? Hey, listen, man, Tim, great comment, bro, because we know it's gonna happen. Well, until the Rams, if he plays the Rams, we're not doing it. But if he doesn't play the Rams, he's gonna win that ring.
I don't know if that's going to happen. I think the playoffs are wide open.
It better not happen. Y'all know how my mouth is when Tom Brady wins. Y'all know it. And it's going to be even worse this year. It's going to be even worse.
Okay, well, I got a question. Since we done with the spreads, let's just talk about the actual game. Do y'all see who do you see coming out of this and winning it all? Like, be honest. Who has the best chance to win it all?
The Rams. Okay, that's being biased. Okay, a non-biased pick, non-biased NFL professional pick. I'm gonna roll with my guy Brady. I have to. He's just the most experienced person out of the entire playoffs. He just knows what it takes to win, and that's the common denominator compared to everybody else on the field. It's just. Players are going to be even more motivated because they know they have somebody that's going to lead them. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm going with Tampa.
DeVore?
Tighten up.
Yeah, I know he was going to say the Titans.
Tighten up. Tighten up, Banks. Tighten up.
I can hear this. I can hear this mouth if Ryan Tannehill won a Super Bowl.
Oh my God, he won't stop. He ain't gonna stop, man.
Hey, listen, if the Titans won a Super Bowl, I think I told you this already, but if the Titans won a Super Bowl, I promise you, bro, you will have an official Ryan Tannehill Tennessee Titans jersey. I'll even try to get a Super Bowl jersey.
Tighten
up. I'll try to whatever the cost of it. It could be $200. I will do my very best to get you that jersey, bro. And for torturing you for so many years and doubting Tannehill, I feel like it's only fair. It'll only be fair to do that.
You know what? It wouldn't even be enough, to be honest with you, as long as you've been torturing Ryan Tannehill.
But you know what? That's actually a safe. I mean, they got the running game. They got the receivers when everybody's healthy. I think they're probably the most complete team. So,
Taylor Lewan is back at left tackle.
Yeah.
Actually, the captain of the team is back.
Hey, you can say what you want, but we are the
number one seed.
Number one seed. There you go, G.
You won enough games to separate yourself. I mean, and again, you had Derrick Henry to help you win the games that matter. I mean, stop, bro. Just stop, bro.
Here come the hater.
See it like Ryan Tannehill did it. Like, stop.
Here come the hater. I said tighten up, not
Like, just
Tannehill
stop,
up.
bro. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do this, bro. You're not about to do this, bro. You're not about to just make it seem like Ryan Tannehill was just. Oh my God! Did you see
Hey G, what did I say?
on, bro?
I said tighten up as a team as a whole. Tighten up.
Shout out Quinte in the
Mike
chat.
Vrabel?
Yeah.
You trust me?
Yes, 1000%. I trust Vrabel. I would love to see a Tampa Bay and Tennessee Titans Super Bowl.
That ain't gonna end well.
You're right. It
At
ain't
all.
going to end well for Tom Brady.
No.
I
That
actually
boy's
think-
going home.
As crazy as this might sound, and I know every year they pick, I actually think Green Bay might do it this year. I actually think they might. No, but listen. I think Aaron Rodgers is hearing people like Banks and other people like me been talking shit. You get in the playoffs, you get all these MVPs, and you do nothing in the playoffs. I think that
You should
This
be a
is- this
supporter,
might-
G. It's just like
no, but
LeBron.
this might be his last year in the Green Bay. So I think he'll actually win. it
Oh,
all.
that's messed up, bro. I don't think G heard that part, bro.
No, I did. I just decided to ignore it. I ain't worried about that.
Their careers are the spitting images of each other, but you give
I don't
all
know
this
how.
but you don't
I
do the
don't
same
know.
for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know how LeBron and Aaron Rodgers' career is the same. Four championships, one championship.
Stop, bro. Come on, man. Stop.
How is that the same? 4-1? What are you talking about? I don't get that. But okay, go
Stop,
ahead.
bro. You the guy who started, bro. Don't
Don't start because you comparing LeBron to Aaron Rodgers. That's not the good comparison. LeBron is comparable to Peyton Manning more than Aaron Rodgers. But go ahead.
LeBron is more compared to Peyton Manning than Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
Yes. Again, guy with 1 ring, guy with 4 rings. How do you compare that? But go ahead.
Okay. Anybody have any final thoughts before we close this thing out?
I feel like Shaq last night, but I saw a video with Shaq last night, and I just love the NBA TV TNT crew, man. I mean, who don't love those guys?
Yeah,
But,
man, those guys are amazing, man.
Shaq was cracking up laughing because Charles Barkley was talking about Zion Williamson, man. He couldn't even get through the segment without couldn't even breathe, man. It's just, I need y'all to go watch that after the show is over with.
I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Like he's gonna be a bust, man. I hope he's not, but it's heading towards that.
Ridiculous what the Zion train was like before he got drafted too. He's gonna be the next LeBron. He
was good though. He was good the first 2 years, and after that,
everybody, the only player that's gonna be the only LeBron James in the NBA is Ben Simmons. That's it. I don't know what everybody else is talking about, but it's Ben Simmons. Even LeBron said it himself. Ben Simmons has the potential to even be better than him.
right, but he needs to play.
That's gonna be my next jersey. Wherever TV goes to, that's gonna be my next jersey I buy.
Yeah, well,
We're gonna have time to talk about NBA on Saturday. Well, actually, no, because we'll talk about football. We're gonna get to NBA eventually. We're gonna get to the NBA because I got a lot of shit to say.
Okay. All right, so we'll be back this Saturday after what was the late night Saturday game?
8:15.
8:15. So after the New England Patriots and Buffalo Bills game, we should be back right after that game to recap the Saturday games. That's also going to be
think about Sunday's game. We got a full day of football Sunday, bro.
Yeah.
Like
full weekend of football.
Saturday. Right.
Oh yeah, we got it Monday too. So
right.
Anthony Edwards. I like Anthony Edwards too. But
yeah, he's pretty good. Anthony Edwards.
I love Ben
Simmons. Anthony Edwards is who? LeBron?
No. I don't know if that's what Quinte is saying, but I think he's just saying his name. I hope he
ain't on Ben Simmons level yet. But
shout out to Klay Thompson too, man.
Oh yeah.
Klay Thompson. Yeah. Hey, but Memphis lost to beat the Warriors, which
I wouldn't read into it. I wouldn't read into it.
Memphis is good.
I would read into it. Memphis is for real, bro.
They're for real.
And they're not beating them in they're not beating them in the 7-game series.
I know that. We know that's not happening.
We know that, but they're going to compete.
Yeah.
Again,
they're going to
I'm not reading into it.
Yeah, okay, you're gonna read into it at the end with another high-profile player on that squad.
I like Ja.
Yeah.
I like.
Don't be surprised
the real
if
deal,
LeBron.
man.
Don't be surprised if LeBron James finally win this.
Are you serious? That's not happening, man.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. John Morant and LeBron James are like this.
I think LeBron will go back to Cleveland before he go anywhere else. To be honest,
he might end up in Golden State somehow.
Oh no, I don't want to see that. No. Hey, if he does that, forget about it.
They say him and Steph like this. You know, LeBron loves his guys now. He got his crew of fellas he like. So we'll see.
Yep. So with that being said, we'll be back Saturday evening after the game. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, most definitely share. Also follow us on our social media pages, Twitter, Instagram, and on our Facebook page. This is Not For The Bay Podcast. We're out of here, man.